Hi everyone, thanks so much for watching. In today's video, I have a full face of Shop Miss A. I'm so excited for this video. So probably almost a month ago, actually, I placed this order. So I do live in Canada and our shipping times right now, I think just because of the pandemic, are taking a long time. So this did take almost 4 weeks to get to me. I had initially a couple months ago ordered a few things from Shop Miss A, and I thought what a fun video idea to just go ahead and get a full face of products and put them on and see how they perform. I've seen a lot of people on YouTube raving about some of their products, so I'm excited to try some of these things. If you're not familiar with Shop Miss A, it's an online retailer who has inexpensive makeup and beauty products. So they've got tons of makeup on there, sponges, brushes, hair accessories, nail polish, tons of stuff on there. There's a lot of products on the website, and they're all $1 or $2. So everything I got here, I want to say it was $20 worth of stuff. And then I had placed a previous order with a few of these products as well. So a couple of the products that I purchased last time that I'm not going to go through and use this time. I purchased a hand cream last time. It's a really nice thin lotion, but for some reason I got it in lavender and I don't like lavender scented things. So it's a shea butter cream and I'm using it on my feet and it's really nice. And then also I purchased some lip products. Well, actually, maybe we'll use the lip products today. You know what else I purchased was a lip scrub. Sugar Fix lip scrub. It's very tiny. And I think I purchased it in raspberry. So it smells really nice. I did dip my finger in here a little bit, and I can feel that I'm gonna have to work down to the gritty bits. So this top layer just feels like a balm, and then there are some really gentle, oh yeah, see there, I got a little piece of sugar or whatever it is. It's a very gentle lip exfoliator, and I prefer something super gritty. Okay, so I'm not going to use those two things. And then I've seen tons of people using these little hair clips when they apply their makeup. So I wanted to try some, but look how tiny they are. I think the ones you can get off of Amazon are, sort of huge. But the idea is that it will hold your hair back so you can put on your makeup and it won't crimp the hair or put little lines in the hair at all. So this came as a pack of 3. And again, I thought they were going to be a lot bigger than they are, but I'm sure they'll work fine. Okay, so first things first, I previously had used one of their blending sponges. This is the Pawpaw Wonder Blender. Yeah, you can see on the pack it's $1.55 for this sponge. These sponges are amazing. If you like to put your makeup on with a beauty blender, give this sponge a try. So this, I ordered 2 of them. So the one I ordered and received a couple of months ago, I've used and it did start to tear. So I've put that in my empties bin. So this is a brand new one today that I'm gonna use. They don't last maybe as long as the beauty blender, maybe half the time I would say, but for $1.50 and a beauty blender is $25. Yeah, so just give these a try. They're really nice. So I'm going to use that sponge today, and then last time I also had ordered this cute little holder. So that's where I have my sponge sitting. So primers first. Now I did take everything out of the packaging it came in. Most products were just tightly wrapped in plastic, and only the brush I think came in a box. So most of these products have pretty minimal packaging, consistent with what you would get at the drugstore, I would say. No fancy outer box packaging. So this is a Muse Cosmetics Color Correcting Face Primer, Radiant Glow, and I have it in Neutralizer. So I think this did come in different shades depending on what you wanted. So let's put a little bit here so we can see. So it looks like it's a peachy, oh, it has very little smell. So it looks like that. So let's put some of that on. I don't have a lot of redness or anything that I typically need a color corrector for. It feels nice. It feels hydrating, just like a and moisturizer. I don't know if I visually see anything. I do have a mirror down here, but yeah, it feels really nice. Very, very light scent. And then I also bought this primer as well. This is the AOA Studio Wonder Skin Illuminating Primer. So I guess we'll double prime today, which actually is not unusual for me. I quite often use 2 primers. We'll see what this one looks like here. I like that they're in these squeezy tubes. That's pretty liquidy there. It definitely looks pearlized. Maybe I'll just stick that mostly around the perimeter, not so much down my T-zone. Definitely gave an illuminating effect. That reminds me of the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Finish. Is that what it's called? Yeah, it feels nice. Again, just feels like a light moisturizer. Well, that's really pretty. I really like that. Okay, let's go in with the foundation. So I've seen lots of people talk about this foundation online. This is the AOA Studio Pro Wear Foundation Full Coverage. So last night when I was unwrapping all of these things, I didn't try any on my face, but I did swatch them. And when they say full coverage, that's no joke. I put the tiniest dot on the back of my hand and it covered my whole hand. Let's see if it says what shade. It says Shake Well, and I have it in the shade Ivory. So let's give it a good shake. And I am gonna go in pretty light-handed because again, I did swatch it last night and it had a ton of coverage. So I'm gonna put some on the back of my hand here. And it's in a squeezy dropper type bottle as well. I'm just gonna do my forehead to start. We'll see how it spreads. So just, you know, a few light dots there. And I think for a shade, this is a pretty good shade match for me. It might be a little bit light, but I think it'll be okay. I'm gonna go in on my cheek a little bit. I think that's really, really pretty, and I wouldn't say it's full coverage. You probably can build it up to be full coverage, but with the sponge and just using it lightly, I would say that's just a light to medium coverage actually, and it looks really, really pretty on the skin. It doesn't look heavy, and that was a really good shade match for me, which is unusual that I match well online actually, so. Okay, and then I'm gonna go in with the concealer. So I got the AOA Studio Liquid Concealer, and I got it in the shade Porcelain. I can't remember how many shades there were of these products. I don't think there were a ton, but I could be wrong about that. And so again, it's in a squeezy tube. And let's take a little bit there. So just a little dot, and we'll see. Again, when I swatched these last night, it definitely had some full coverage. Does it say? It just says liquid concealer actually. It doesn't say. So I'm gonna go in light to start, just like maybe even a little lighter than I normally would. Oh, so I hardly used any of that actually. Seems to be blending out really easy. Well, that's also really, really nice. I don't know if you can, how close you can see, but I have a magnifying mirror here in front of me, and that blended out beautifully. Yeah, that is really nice. So I'm not gonna set it with any powder. We'll see how it just sort of wears on its own as we put our makeup on, if I get any creasing or anything. And then I'm gonna take a little bit of what's left and just use it to brighten up a little bit down the center of my face like that. So that's our base done. That looks really, really pretty. Honestly, for $3 for these 2 products, I mean, That's crazy to me. Okay, and then the rest of the products I have are all powder products. So I did get this in my last order, and it's a dewy cream highlight. Maybe we should put a little of this on just so we can see. It's like a white base, and then it has sort of a pink reflect in it. I haven't really used it. It's sort of a, I don't know about the consistency of it. I don't even know how to describe it. It feels greasy. So I'm hesitant to use it, but just to experiment, let's put a little on before we powder and see how it goes. Well, so far not good. Oh, that's not good at all. That is not, no. That's not blending in at all. Oh yeah, I don't like that at all. It just sits. It doesn't blend in at all. It's just sitting there. And then it has that shift to pink, which is, I don't really enjoy that. But what you do on one side, you kind of have to do on the other. So don't order that highlighter. It's terrible. It's so weird because it's so greasy in the pan, but then you put it on your face and it sticks there. Okay, well I think that's as well as we can sort of blend it out, and it's not good. Okay, so for powder, I'm gonna go in with this AOA Studio Perfect Setting Powder, and I have it in the shade Soft Light. It just comes, I don't wanna spill any out of here, but a top like that on it. I'm actually just gonna use what's in the lid because I don't wanna use a ton. I have pretty dry skin, so I don't like to use too much powder, and I'm gonna mostly just go in really, really lightly with a very, very fluffy brush. This is my brush that I use to put my powder on every day. I do have a couple of AOA brushes I'm gonna use here for bronzer and blush. That foundation actually didn't feel like it needed to be set, but just so my powder products go on smoother, I'm going to use a little bit here, but maybe if you have more oily skin it will, but it was definitely felt like it was already set. I didn't feel any tackiness with it. And then last time I ordered this blush, and it's the Lumi Radiant Blush in the shade Delicate Pink. I'm not going to use it today because I ordered another one. I don't know why I ordered this actually, because I don't like a radiant blush. I like a matte blush, but I did. It's very pretty. If you like a more glowy blush, I think you would really like this. But what I ordered this time instead was this one, and it's got the highlight and the blush. It's a duo. Blush and Glow Duo in shade number 2. And it has this rose, like a mauvey rose colored matte blush, and then a very, very blingy highlighter. So I think we'll use those today. And then I also got the Sun Glow Shimmer Bronzer. How cute is that? Let's open it up here. And I have it in, oh, it actually doesn't say. Maybe there was just this one. And it's a shimmery bronzer. Again, I prefer a matte bronzer, but I don't think there was one on the website. So for blush, I'm gonna go in with my normal blush brush, and then I will use, I got this one from Shop Missy. I'm gonna use that for the bronzer. And then this is the new one I got from Shop Missy, and I'm gonna use that for the highlighter. But for the blush, I'll go in with my normal blush brush here. And before I started this process, I had already put on all of my morning skincare, all the products that I normally use, so that I know how this stuff sort of performs day to day for me. So I'll link that morning skincare video so you can see if you're curious. This does, I'm really going in. Doesn't seem like it has a lot of color. It's a very light, I mean, it looks quite deep in the pan, but when I'm applying it here, I really coated my brush, and I can see that there's not a lot of color payoff with it, which I don't mind actually. I would sooner have to build up a little bit because I'm so fair than to go in with a blush that has more pigment for me. But if you have a deeper skin tone, I don't know that this would work for you. But it's quite pretty. Let's get a little more. I think that's really nice. I really like that. Okay, and then let's go in with the highlighter side. So I'll swatch these so you can see them. That's the blush. The blush you can hardly even see there on my finger, but the highlight, it's really got a punch. So let's go in light with the highlight. And I'm gonna use this brush. This I just got. It's the Cali Slanted Contour 752. I really like their brushes, and for $1 or $2 for a brush, I mean, that's so crazy to me. Okay, so I got a little bit on here, and let's see. I tried to go a bit easy because I feel like it has quite a bit of a punch to it. Oh, I don't mind that at all. That's really pretty. It looks like it's going to be more when you swatch it on your finger, but actually when you pick it up on the brush, that's really pretty. Yeah, I really like that. That's quite pretty. And I will say, when I look at my skin, when I flip my mirror to the magnified side, it looks nice. It doesn't look heavy at all. So let's do a little bit of the bronzer. Now again, it is a shimmery bronzer, which is not my preference. And then I'm gonna use this brush that I got last time, and it's the Rounded Powder 751. So I'm just gonna pick up a little bit. Maybe I'll swatch it first so you can see. It does appear to have quite a bit of color. Well, maybe I'm gonna just wipe my brush off a little bit. Maybe I've got a bit too much on there. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Just gonna wipe my brush off a little bit. Yikes. No, I don't like that bronzer at all. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm gonna try to go in with another clean brush and just see if I can diffuse that out a little bit. That just seemed to really grab, and it looks speckly. But you know, that's maybe some people want that. I don't know. Oh, I don't want that. I want my bronzer to look smooth and natural. Okay, well, I don't know. I don't know if we're gonna get it much better. Can you see? Wow. Well, that's not great. Okay, well, that's, I think, as good as we're gonna get that, and that is, that's not good, but it's very, very shimmery, and I have quite a large forehead, so I don't need it to be accentuated. Look at my forehead. And then, you know what else I'm noticing is it's starting to break up on my nose. See if I can get closer and you can see. I'm getting lots of creasing under my eyes as well. I'm gonna try to take my finger and smooth that out. See if that helps it. Again, maybe if you set it with some powder, it wouldn't do that, but I find no matter what powder I use under my eyes, they look more heavy and more cakey. So typically I don't. I'm just gonna tap it. Yeah, it's definitely breaking apart on my nose, which that's not great. Okay, let's move on. What have we got? Oh, brows. Let's do brows. So I got their AOA Slim Brow, and I think I got it in dark brown. Yeah, so it's a micro pencil, and it comes with the spoolie on one end, and then a little tiny pencil on the other. So I'm gonna go in and brush my brows like I normally do. Now we've had all of our beauty services here have been shut down for 6 weeks. And normally the lady who does my nails for me, she helps me with my eyebrows because on the one hand, I'm lucky, I have lots of brow hair. On the other, can you see how long some of these I texted her, I'm like, how long can brow hair grow? Because I think I'm setting some kind of record here. So I've got to kind of swoop them back down, try to disguise the fact that they're twice the length they should be. Okay, so this is what I normally do, is I brush them into the shape I want, and then I'm gonna take my pencil. Let me grab a mirror so I can see what I'm doing closer. And then I just go in and I fill it in where I'm missing, where I have more sparseness, and then I go in after and blend it with the spoolie again. So it's nice. It's very, it's lighter than I think I would like it to be for a dark brown. it's more like a me. I would say, well, I guess you can kind of get it dark. But initially, so if I just go in with a couple of swipes, that's what it looks like. More like a light medium brown, I would say. And then you can build it up to be more dark. It's nice. It's just the perfect amount of creaminess, I would say. So I'm going to quickly fill them in because I have to get closer to my ear, I have to get closer to my mirror to be able to see what I'm doing. So I'll show you once I'm done filling them in how it looks. Okay, so there I've got them all filled in. I will say that I really had to build that up, and it took longer than typically it takes me to do my brows. It works fine, and if you're looking for an inexpensive brow pencil, a microfine tipped brow pencil, I think for $1 or $2, yeah, for sure, give that a try, because even at the drugstore you're going to spend, well, here in Canada, honestly, $10 to $15 for a drugstore one, and at Sephora you're, you know, 25, 30 even. So yeah, definitely give it a try. I'm gonna just run my spoolie through to even it out. Okay, so there's my brows done. I didn't grab a brow gel. I'm not sure why, because normally I would use some sort of a gel, but I didn't grab one. So that's all I have for brows, so we'll just stick with that. Again, it's nice. There's nothing wrong with it. Is this my best brow day ever? No, but it's fine. So now I'm going to go in with the mascara. I didn't grab an eyeshadow or any of the eyelid products because typically day to day I don't wear any sort of shadow or anything like that. So I just grabbed what I would normally wear for day to day makeup. And I got the AOA Fat Lash mascara. So let's give this a go. Yeah, it doesn't have a shade on it, so I'm assuming they just have the one, just the black. And it does have one of these types of hard plastic brushes, which is not the type of brush. I prefer a very thick, fluffy brush, but we will give this a go. Again, I'm gonna get in close to the mirror because I can't do the mascara this far away, and then I'll show you. I'll probably do one coat, show you, and then I would imagine go in for a second coat, as that's what I normally do. So there's after one coat. I will say it looks to be giving me some length, like it's coating right. I mean, I have long lashes, so I don't know if it's giving me length. It is coating them right to the ends, but it's not building them up. It's not making them thicker. They just look long and spindly, actually, if I'm honest. But let's try another coat. Okay, that's after 2 coats. Try for 3. This definitely isn't built up like how I like my lashes. I like a very thick, full, heavy lash. I want it to look like I'm wearing falsies without wearing falsies. So let's try for a 3rd coat. That's after 3 painstaking coats of the mascara. So yeah, not my favorite mascara. If you like a very soft, wispy lash, I think you would really like this. It's just not the type of lash that I prefer. It did grab the lashes and separate them. There's no clumping at all. But yeah, I definitely like a clumpier looking lash. So not for me. I'm gonna go ahead and put 3 coats on the other eye, and then I'll be back. I have a finishing powder, some lip products, and a setting spray. So we'll do that when I get back. Let's go in with some setting spray. So I got the Locks In Makeup Setting Spray. I feel like we really need this because as I'm doing my makeup, it's wearing away. So let's see if we can get this on here. Oh, it smells like roses, and it's kind of it's sputtery. That's just sputtered all over me. That was not a nice, fine, even spray at all. I think there might be more on my pants than there are on my face. And I can feel that there's big drops in places and no setting spray in others, so let's see if we can get that sprayer to work better. No. You kind of get 2 good ones and then nothing. 2 good ones and then nothing. Okay, let me fan a little bit. And it has quite a strong rose scent. So if you don't like roses, and it's caused my mascara to clump together. I definitely feel like as I've gotten ready, this makeup is just wearing away. The concealer around my eyes, I feel like it's just not even really there anymore. It's definitely not a full coverage. And same with the foundation, it's really breaking up in this area. So let's go in and use a pressed powder. So this is the AOA Studio Perfect Finishing Pressed Powder, and this is in the shade Translucent. Now I did order this last time and I actually haven't tried it. It's translucent or white. Let's see. So I'm just gonna take it like I normally would. Normally I use the Charlotte Tilbury. Let's see. It's definitely not translucent. It is a little bit white. So normally I would just do this with the Charlotte Tilbury one to set in my T-zone a little bit better, but I don't think there's gonna be any help for this foundation. It's just completely breaking apart on my nose. I don't know if you can see that, but okay, then let's go in. I've got a few lip products. These are all lip products that I ordered last time. So I bought this AOA Studio Balm Skin Rescue in Watermelon. It's really nice. It definitely has that artificial candy watermelon scent, and it's just a really nice everyday lip balm. Just feels good on the lips. It feels light, like it's a very light lip balm. You can see if I can get some to come out there. Yeah, so I really like that lip balm. Again, just easy, light. And then I ordered two of these rollerball lip glosses. So I got the one in Oh Honey, and it smells like real honey, not like that artificial honey scent, but it's very thick. I'll show you if you can see if I turn it. Can you see how slow, like I can't get it out of here. So it just doesn't wanna, I mean, I guess on my hand a little bit, I don't know if you can see where that shine is, but it's such a small amount. It's hard to get it on my lips. I feel like I have to really work at it. It feels nice, like when I put it here on the back of my hand, it feels quite nice. And it has that really nice honey scent, but I do find that the product in there is too thick for that little roller ball. And then I also got this roller gloss in Grape, and it again has that artificial grape soda scent, which I love. That smells so good. And I've used this one quite a bit, although it doesn't look like there's any in there. It comes out nice and easy, easier than the honey one, and just feels good on the lips. I really like it. And again, under your mask, it's kind of nice to have something that smells so good. So I didn't order any lipsticks or anything. They did have a ton of that on there, but honestly, I'm not really wearing lipsticks. So there's a couple, sort of glosses that I'll wear around the house. But mostly if I'm out, I'm wearing just, something like this or a lip balm. And at work, I wear a mask the whole day. So again, I'm just wearing a lip balm, but this is such a nice little, the rollerball just takes me back to, sort of preteen days. Just feels really nice. Comfortable, easy to wear, and smells good under my mask. So that's all the AOA products I have. Here's my full face. I'm not sure how I feel about some of them. We'll see how they wear. I'm heading out here to go to Costco, so we'll see. I'll put a little comment in the description box and let you know how things have worn throughout the day. I suspect not well, because we haven't even made it through the whole application, and already it's really breaking up on my nose. So putting a mask on, it's not going to last, very long, I don't think. But, overall, it doesn't look terrible. It's not the best makeup day I've ever had, but it's okay. If you're wanting to try some budget makeup, this is definitely where to start, because all of these products were, like I said, between $1 and $2. Are these things going to replace some of my high-end products? No, definitely not. I don't think there was a single thing on here that I like more than the higher end things, or even the drugstore price point things that I use, except the sponge. This sponge, yeah, I'll never buy a beauty blender again. This is definitely a dupe for the beauty blender, and just as good, if not maybe even I like the application and the squishiness of it a little bit better. Not as long, doesn't have the same longevity as the Beauty Blender, but for $1 or $2 compared to $25, yeah, a great value there. So thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, I would appreciate a thumbs up. If you would subscribe, that would be amazing. I'll see you in my next video. Bye everyone.